Hey everyone, good morning here from Israel. I want to share with you that I have decided to try on myself a CGM, a continuous glucose monitor. Here it is on my arm. You can see it. There it is, that little sticker, which basically what it does is it measures my glucose in my blood anytime I want just by taking my phone and attaching it to the monitor. And I've decided to record my experience for you, my followers. I'm on day 2. Yesterday, I sat with my friend and colleague Graham Phillips, and he showed me how to put it on. I recorded it. That will come out later, but I'm going to try at least every day, at least once, to sort of hook up and tell you what's going on. So yesterday, um, according to Graham's recommendation, I measured my glucose once an hour, and I did it after I had some meals. Like I had a meal with like my recipe for super soup, which is a soup with lots of vegetables, including root vegetables and legumes, and it didn't raise my insulin, which made me very happy because I do eat like a low carb light, what I call a food plan, which includes carby vegetables and legumes and quinoa sometimes, or buckwheat or things like that. So it's really interesting for me to see if there are certain foods that are raising my blood glucose more than they should. And so far, it's been very stable. I had a couple of dips into like a little bit lower than maybe what should be, like which was really interesting, like right before I ate. And this morning, I really want to take do an experiment, which will be there are sometimes, not often, but sometimes I'll eat these roasted chickpeas, which is they're not fried, they're roasted, so they don't have any fat in them, but they are like dried and roasted and salted. And I'm going to measure 50 grams of them and eat it and then measure my blood glucose afterwards because I want to see if this is a snack that I once in a while like treat myself to sort of, or sometimes when I'm really in a pinch and I need some food fast and I don't have any around, I'll take that. And I want to make sure that something like that is not spiking my insulin. So if it's spiking my glucose, I know it's spiking my insulin. So that's going to be my experiment for today. What I was really happy about yesterday is I also had, after supper, some blueberries with tahini sauce, like a little bit of tahini sauce over it. That's like my fruit usually for the day. And it did not spike my insulin. Right after the meal, I was at 96, like even under 100. And it was really, really nice to see that the food that I'm eating so far, at least yesterday, like half a day, is not spiking my insulin. I was like really, really like within the range and in such a good way. So I'm going to keep sharing this with you because this is part of my research for a wonderful project I'm doing with Graham. So keep following me and you will see what happens to a food addict in recovery who is abstinent from sugars and flours and what happens to my blood glucose over the course of 2 weeks. So see you tomorrow. Bye bye.